I used to believe investing wasn't for people like me. Not because I didn't want to, but because deep down, I thought I wasn't the right type. You know, the guys with finance degrees, family with money, a dad with shares in BP, and a second home in Cornwall. Me, I was just trying to make it to the end of the month without running out of petrol. Every month was a shuffle, not budgeting, just shifting bills and crossing fingers. Investing felt like something people did after they were rich. But here's the thing. The biggest barrier to wealth isn't money, it's belief. And in this video, I want to show you exactly how I rewired the way I thought about money, and I'll break down the lies that you've been fed, the fears that you've picked up without realising it, and the truth about how normal people like me and you can start building massive wealth. Imagine standing on a beach. In front of you, a wide ocean of opportunity. But instead of stepping forward, you freeze. Not because of the sharks, but because someone once told you you can't swim. That's what limited beliefs about investing are like. You're not held back by danger, you're held back by stories. Stories passed down, stories from your own life, stories that feel real but aren't. Here are some common beliefs that I've heard and said myself. Investing is only for rich people, it's too risky, I've got no clue where to start, I'm not clever enough, I don't have the time. Let me guess, you've said at least one of these. None of these are truths, they're excuses dressed up as facts, and most of them are rooted in fear or shame. Fear of failing, shame about not knowing, fear of losing money, and they're expensive because they don't just cost you opportunities, they cost you years of financial growth. Where do those beliefs come from? Let me ask you something. Did anyone ever teach you about investing in school? Nope. One of my big pet peeves. We learn how to label a plant cell and recite Henry VIII's wives in order, but we didn't talk about compound interest, pensions, inflation, or risk tolerance. And most of us didn't grow up in homes where people talked about money, just surviving. In my house, money meant stress, arguments, sometimes shame. Payday was a relief, not an opportunity. So when you grow up like that, it's no surprise that you think investing is for other people. You see the finance lad on Instagram talk about dividends and crypto and think, yeah, I'll just stick to Lidl and not getting charged for overdraft fees. Let me tell you about my first ever investment. I was 24, I'd been reading somewhere about making big money on a stock, so I chucked £100 into a random company that I saw trending on Twitter. Yes, Twitter, that's how old I am. Next day, down 30 quid, panicked, pulled the money out, went to Nando's, smashed a full platter to numb the loss. Full platter Nando's is about 70 quid, obviously. Told myself, see, told you it was gambling, you're not cut out for it. But the truth was that the real loss wasn't the 30 quid, it was the mindset shift that I didn't make. Instead of seeing that as a bit of a moment and a lesson, I saw it as proof. Proof that I was right to stay small, not invest. Proof that investing was too risky for someone like me. This moment kept me on the sideline for years. Let's smash through the 3 biggest limited beliefs I hear now from people just starting out. I don't have enough money. You don't need thousands. You need consistency. £1 a day, £5 a week, that's it. Investing isn't about how much you start with, it's about building the habit. Apps like Free Trade, Trading 212, even some banking apps now let you invest for the price of a coffee. You're not waiting to be rich to start investing, you start investing to get rich. Number 2, it's too risky. Sure, there's a bit of risk. There's risk in everything. The market goes up and down, but do you know what's really risky? Relying on one income stream. Having no backup plan if your job goes, leaving your savings in cash while inflation eats the crap out of it. Risk isn't bad, it just needs to be managed, diversified, understood, and the long term, the stock market has gone up. Every crash is followed by a climb. You need time and patience. Number 3 is I don't understand it. I get you, I didn't understand it either, and at first it felt like learning a new language. But here's the thing, you didn't learn to drive by reading a manual, you got behind the wheel, started to practice. Stalled a few times, and then it clicked. Investing is the same. Start with a tenner, watch what happens, Google what you don't get, watch my videos, ask a question, follow people break it down. You learn by doing, not by waiting to feel ready. Shift from consumer to creator. Most people treat money like a quick fix. Get 50 quid, dinner out, 200 quid, new phone, 500 quid, holiday deposit. You might need a bit more than that. But what if you saw money as a seed instead of a treat? Every £10 you invest is a worker you send out to build your future. That shift from consumer to creator is a mindset switch. that changes everything. It's not about deprivation, it's about direction. You don't need to stop enjoying your life. You just need to think longer than the weekend. You already have what it takes. Here's something no one tells you. You are investor material. You've survived. You've figured it out without a guide. You've made ends meet. You've juggled bills. You've solved problems. That resilience, that grit, that's the same stuff that builds wealth. You do not need to be a genius. You don't need a suit. You don't need to wait for the right time. You just need to believe that the version of you who builds wealth is already inside you. Another quick story. The mum who messaged me. A woman messaged me last year, single mum, 3 kids, working part-time. Said she wanted to learn about investing but felt too behind. I told her, you're not behind, you're just early in the next chapter. Tiny cheesy, but I liked it. She started with £25 a month, nothing fancy, just an index fund. Fast forward 9 months, she's still going, she's got a little bit more confidence, she's got some more knowledge, and for the first time, she says she feels like she's in control of her future. She's not rich by any means now, she's not flashy, but she's growing, and that's what this is about. Flip the script. If you've been thinking, I can't do this, I want you to ask yourself, what if that's just a story I've been told? And then flip it. Instead of, I don't know enough. Try, what's the one thing I can learn today? Instead of, I don't have enough, what can I start with? Instead of, it's too risky, how can I reduce the risk to grow safely? Every time you flip the script, you rewrite your future. I'm Simple Si. I've made it my mission to help 1 million people become millionaires. Without jargon, without nonsense, no more fear, no more fluff, just real people building real wealth, one step at a time.